you might find a whole revelation.
There are many cultural parallels between biblical culture and African culture, from the daily lives to the important rituals marking the life events for women. We could start with physical appearance as well as clothing and adornment. In Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5, it reads, I am black but lovely, O daughters of Jerusalem, like the tents of Kedar, like the curtains of Solomon. Clothing. In Isaiah 3:16, the scripture reads, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, walking with heads held high, and wanting eyes prancing and skipping as they go, jingling the bracelets on their ankles.
Pause. So let's take a closer look at this passage and get an even clearer picture of the culture of Israelite women. Isaiah states in Isaiah 3:16 that the Israelite women walk with stretched out necks, mincing and making a tinkling with their feet. So what exactly is mincing? A synonym for the word mince is to sashay or to strut. Now, the black woman, because of her naturally curvy figure, is the most synonymous woman on earth with this type of walk or strut. But he doesn't stop there. He continues and says that they make a tinkling with their feet. The word for tinkling is the word akat, meaning to shake bangles, rattle, tinkle anklets. Even the Gessenes Hebrew Chaldee lexicon states to adorn oneself with anklets, or to make a noise or the tinkling with them, a mark of a woman desirous of attracting attention. The ankle bracelets and the bangles are a part of East and West African tradition. For example, the Wolof women of Senegal wear anklets to determine marital and social status. The women of the Ivory Coast wear them during initiatory rites, funerals, or festivals. In some rites, the anklets are used to create music during a ritual dance. In other words, as Isaiah said, they make a tinkling with their feet. Isaiah continues in verses 19 and 20 and speaks about how the Israelite women also wore chains, bonnets, earrings, and leg ornaments. Waist chains are worn by tribes all over Africa. For instance, the Yoruba woman is a prime example who fits the Isaiah 3 Israelite woman description to a T. The Yoruba women wear bonnets, earrings, and anklets. And in the Yoruba culture, unmarried women of the tribe wear an alike, also known as waist beads or waist chains. Even Ghanaian girls might be presented with waist beads as a token of their coming of age into womanhood. The waist chains were so integral that they have different colors representing different meanings. In verse 18, Yahuwah states that he will take away the tinkling anklets, and what the KJV translates as calls, and round tires like the moon. What exactly is that? Well, the word call is the Hebrew word shabiak, which means interweaving. Interweaving. Again, the Hebrew lexicon states that calls are networks used of the head, ornaments by Hebrew women. Little suns or studs resembling suns worn about the neck. The phrase, round tires like the moon, is the word Saharan, meaning an ornament around the neck, a round tire like the moon. So calls and round tires like the moon translate as round interweavings worn about the neck that resemble tires and the sun and moon. The Maasai people of Kenya and Tanzania wear round interweavings around the neck that resemble tires and the sun and the moon. I mean, really, you can't make this stuff up. The scripture speaks for themselves. The Western world has told you this is what an Israelite woman looks like. When in actuality, according to the scriptures, this is what an Israelite woman looks like. Verse 20 also speaks about the Israelites wearing of headbands and tablets. Headbands and tablets. What culture on the earth wears headbands and tablets? Well, that will be Ghana, where women and men wear headbands or mitris in their traditional attire. Also, some of the elders of Ghana wear tablets as a sign of their tribal position or authority. Maybe this is the origin of the Jewish tefillin or phylactery, a box containing parchment of scriptures that were worn on the forehead. And right before we let you get back to your regularly scheduled program, by the way, there was a curse attached to the scripture because of disobedience. In verses 17 and 24, Isaiah prophesied that there will be a time when Israelite women will be cursed with hair loss, particularly the crown of the head. Quote, Yahuwah will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. And, quote, instead of well-set hair, baldness. According to dermatologist Crystal Ogg, who specializes in hair loss, nearly 50% of black women experience some type of hair loss. From the decades of perms and heat damage and processing of their natural hair. Now, when you put all these facts together, it paints a very Afrocentric picture of the daughters of Zion, far from the images that's been presented through westernized lenses. Carry on.
Jingling the bracelet.